It's my great-grandma.
All right, let's break some of this down. Joining me once again is criminal defense attorney Gabriela Teresa Gonzalez and former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani. Neama, I want to start with you because there's something that we didn't get a chance to address earlier on in the program. And you had talked about how the state, maybe today, is just not doing what they need to do. But what we saw yesterday with the testimony of GC, you had said is very powerful. But what about the phone calls? What about the recorded conversations between the defendant and her former mother-in-law, where she's basically admitting to her role in this killing? What about the statements from Mary Brinkman, who says that, you know, look, she made these incriminating comments to me about being involved and knowing what was happening? And then you look at GC, who said she witnessed the defendant making this dominoes call. So are you still of the opinion, Neama, that the prosecution isn't doing what it needs to do?
Jesse, I'm a former prosecutor, but I got a lot of criticisms of how the prosecution handled this case from the very beginning. Erica Stefanko should have been charged back in 2012. Had that happened, we wouldn't have all these issues related to bias, why Chad Cobb has come out now and accused his ex-wife of being involved in the murder. The prosecution done the right thing originally, this case would be open and shut. The problems with this case are self-inflicted by the prosecution. And even when they finally got Chad Cobb to come and testify, they didn't prepare him properly. You know, I know he was represented by a public defender because he had a Fifth Amendment right, which he waived, but Chad Cobb's testimony and the pivotal question jurors are going to have is, what has changed? Why is he coming forward now? Is it because he's jealous of Erica's new relationship with Mike? Or is he really telling the truth? What changed during this time? And what Chad Cobb tried to convey, and he did a poor job doing so, was he didn't implicate Erica in 2013 when he pled because he thought that if she were convicted at the time, he would lose his kids. They would go into foster care. That's the statement that I believe he was trying to tell the jury, but it didn't really come out that way. And that's a very good explanation as to why he originally lied and he covered up for Erica. So had the prosecution charged him originally when they could have, or prepared him properly now that they are going after Erica, I think this would be a very different case.
Gigi, I'm going to give you a chance to respond to that, but I just want to play more of GC on the stand in case our viewers didn't see this from yesterday.
You said there was some good and some bad.
Yes?